Welcome to Ready, Set, Roll, a side story. It's not your usual story. It's a different universe itself. Different characters, same players, and even an occasional guest. Welcome to Ready, Set, Roll, Side Shot.
Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Ready, Set, Roll, Barovia Edition. I am your gracious host, Craig. With me this week is Brennan.
Hello.
Daniel.
Buongiorno.
And my favorite, but don't tell anybody else, Ben. And that's why he's my favorite. Anyway, for a point of inspiration, who would like to give us a recap of what happened last time? Dan, you can't because you did it last time, so get the fuck out.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So, last time, as our adventurers had bravely defeated two of the three witches that had been taking children from their homes and using them to craft their terrible pastries, the adventurers discovered that amongst the horrid layer of these creatures, there were still two surviving children. Our brave rescuers saved them and then took them along on their journey. Along their way, they came across this strange, mystical place of almost similar to the likes of Stonehenge, with great pillaring stones. A strange raven pecking atop of one caught the eye of the little bird Kinku, who thus, with magnificent ease with a rope and a crowbar, got to the top and thus discovered an eerie and foul shrine, who, with the aid of Roland and his majestic pew-pew fire gun hands, destroyed it and cleansed this mystical area. The group then progressed forward on their travels and thus came to the town of Laki, where they found a very strange info box where they pulled a tab, and we're not going to go into that.
But it was the best part.
You can repeat it if you want.
All right. Tick, 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 tick. No, I'm just kidding.
No. No.
Anyway, you all come into the town of Vallaki. As you guys enter the city of Townsville, as you all enter the walled town of Vallaki, the contrast to the rest of Barovia that you have seen thus far is startling. Everywhere you look is a person with a smile. Even Irina seems to be livening up a bit. She starts to crack a slight smile too. It's a little contagious. It's kind of midday, so it's hustle and bustle in the town. It seems like everybody's really busy though, like really, really busy, hanging up banners, hanging up flags, trying to paint over old paint to get the color scheme right. Everybody's really busy. Irina kind of hops off the wagon and she walks over to a large stockyard at the very big front of the town, and she's kind of conversing with a man out front, and she's trying to get buy a couple apples. Across the street from where she is, you guys see a carnival wagon, and it is the brightest colors you've ever seen. Glinting off the sun is a sign off the cart that reads Rictavio's Carnival Wagon, and it kind of jerks hard to the left, and then it kind of settles down a little bit.
I'm sorry, what did it say?
Mossbeard just kind of looks at everybody.
So the sign on the cart says Rictavio's Carnival Wagon, and while you guys were looking at it, it kind of shifted, something is banging around inside.
Remember when we all first got here, when we had the readout of all those cards, and one of those cards was the illusionist, the man who is not what he seems that comes in a carnival wagon?
Yeah, Kiki was going to point that out as well, so she asked again.
Well, Irina will run up to the cart and she has a few apples and she hands them out to everyone and gives 2 apples to the small children and doesn't keep any for herself. So, what's the play, guys?
Thank you for the apple, Arena.
Alright, gentlemen. I'm no spring chicken, and I'm not the sharpest tool in the dwarven smithery, but that's a carnival or a wagon.
Irina kind of like
So-
looks at you and she's like, "What? There's a carnival here?" And she kind of gives like a childish smile. You really haven't seen her get out of her shell really at all. You know, she's kind of excited to be out with other people.
Alright, yeah, let's go check out the carnival. Mossbeard will look at Kinku and Roland. Alright, so you remember the cards, right? It says a man will come in a carnival wagon. I'm just putting my guesses here. Also,
It's as good a guess as any.
what did she call the hunter again? Von Richten? Von Richter?
It's something like that, yeah.
I can't
It's
remember.
Von
It's such a
Richten.
It's such a confusing name, and all these Barovian names are so confusing. But the carnival wagons. What does it say again?
Rictavio's
Yeah.
carnival.
Von Richten, Rictavio. I'm just saying. I'm putting all my chips down here.
What's chips?
You know gambling, Ginku?
Can I eat them?
I've never heard of edible chips before.
Are they? What flavor are they?
We should invent that. Alright.
I vote for sour cream and onion.
Yeah, but I don't know why that got me. All right, Mossbeard's gonna go with Irina to the carnival wagon
Okay.
since she seems
Okay.
excited.
So, it doesn't seem abandoned, but you don't see anybody that's really relatively around it. You can kind of hear something moving around in the cart, but that's about it. I can take a picture of the cart if you guys would like.
Sure, I'd like to see it. Mossbeard will politely knock on the cart. Just
When you do that, it kind of rumbles around again, and it kind of jerks really hard.
what? Man, you think they'd keep a bear in there? Oh, that picture's so gloomy. Hello?
You don't really hear anything. If you look around the cart, just on first glance, the back door is got some slotted windows, as you can see in the picture, and it's locked. It's got like a padlock there. But other than that, I can't really give you much unless you roll me an investigation check.
Well, that's gonna go well for Mossbeard. Here we go. 7.
Other than that, you kind of look through the back like window slots, and you can see something moving around in there, but you can't really tell what it is because it's just kind of too dark.
Huh. Well, I guess they're not in right now, Irina. They must have a schedule.
She kind of is like, well, you know, maybe we can come back. We do have time.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea. What are you two doing? Kinku and Roland.
What would I have to roll to pick that lock?
You would have to roll thieves' tools.
Ah. What is the stats for those? Because I don't.
It's your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency. Um, that's like the plus that you get to it, and then you roll on top of that. I don't know if you're double proficient in that or not.
I'm not, but I got a 15.
Okay, cool. So you're just gonna walk right up and just try to fucking pick this lock?
Yep, she's bored.
Okie dokie. So, when you pick this lock, you get in there and you're trying to messing around and you hear a click click. Then you let me hang on. What's your AC?
Oh shit.
Probably not too high. 14, I think it is.
Okay. Does an 18 hit it?
Yeah.
So then you feel like a sharp prick in your neck. And you are going to take 2 points of piercing damage and 11 points of damage. 11 points of poison damage. Actually, give me a Constitution save.
Yeah, no, that's a 4.
Oh, holy
Then you're going to take 11 points of poison damage. But the lock is picked. And what you hear and feel as these doors burst open is this damn tiger
Oh,
bust
shit,
out into the streets.
Um.
I will turn the corner with some carnival food I found and be like, "Ah, Kenku, there you. Oh, hi."
Mossbeard looks at the tiger and says, "Kitty."
This inside of the wagon was a saber-toothed tiger, and it also is wearing like this elegant type of like armor-ish looking stuff. And it kind of like comes out and gives a big roar, and everybody's like, "Oh God!" And it just kind of like looks up, sniffs the ground, and then puts its nose to the ground and just takes off running down a dark alley.
Wait, Kitty, come here. Come back. Oh my God. I've never seen such a cat before. Quickly, after it.
So, Kenku,
Mm.
I know when they were just over there, that was shot. Did you see anyone that may have done this?
Ow.
Right, we should probably chase that. I feel like that's going to be something bad.
Skinku's got a dart sticking out of him.
Yeah, Kingu's not feeling so hot.
I am effectively out of resources, but I feel like we need to go catch the cat.
So as you move further down these back alleys and into the town, you can see this tiger, and it just kind of like beelines it through town into a shop in the back. The shop is called, let me see here, Belansky's Toy Store. But just like giving a quick glance of while you guys are like huffing it through, you kind of look around and you see that the town and shops are covered with like old banners and several weathered flags. And at the far end of town, there are several men, women, and children walking stockades, and they're wearing like these weird plastered donkey heads. Most of the banners are too worn to read, but one of the older ones says, "Come one, come all, to gather the great celebration of the year, the Wolf Head Jamboree. Attendance is required, and so are small children. Pikes will be provided. All will be well, the Baron." And hanging over that banner is a fresh banner that says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendants and children are required. Rain or shine, all will be well. The Baron."
Well, Mossbeard can't read, so he's still chasing after the cat.
Well, Mossbeard, you do see that there is a large wicker sun that has been placed in the middle of the, I guess, square next to a pretty big fountain of a very stoic-looking man.
Ah, it looks like somebody could be put in there.
Oh,
The bees, not the bees.
So, wicker man situation.
Yeah, Mossbeard's going to continue to chase the tiger. Roland, you discern whatever you're going to discern from those banners of decapitation was the first one, and then the other one's like, hey, we're in a better, happier mood now. We're not going to worry about the decapitation part.
The Wolf Head Jamboree, you're not worried about that one?
All I know is there's horse-headed people in the stockades, not wolf heads. So, little confusion, a little bit of conflicting emotions.
should we go after the tiger, or are we just going to let that thing run around free?
Well, it ran into a Belansky's toy store, so you know it's at least confined.
Yeah, in a shop with its owner.
We should probably go fix that.
Yeah. Mossbeard's going to open the door.
So,
Yeah, kitty,
on the
kitty.
ground, you see that this tiger is like on top of somebody, and the body's kind of like writhing around, and there is a monkey in a tutu standing on a shelf, like "Ah! Ah!" like screaming.
Easy there, little kitty.
It turns back and like kind of like gives you a hiss, but the guy on the ground's like, oh, good boy, and he kind of like pets it and stuff. It wasn't mauling him, it was licking him.
Oh, is this your cat, sir?
It's not my cat. It's I was paid to watch him.
Oh, well, it sort of escaped from its from the cart that it was in.
Well,
Awesome.
that's unfortunate. At least nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt, right?
No, this tiger did not attack anybody.
Yet.
Well,
Yes. Yeah.
that was very fortunate for everyone. Well, since you all are here, welcome, friends, to the House of Belansky, as he kind of like gestures around to his toy store, where happiness and smiles can be bought at a bargain price. Perhaps you know a little child in need of joy, a little toy for a boy or a girl.
Well, we do have a couple of childs that could use a toy, yeah?
When he hears that, he like really perks up. He's like, "Oh, so you do have a young boy or girl that is in need of joy. Well, let me show you around here." And he kind of like grabs Mossbeard by the hand and is like pulling him around. He's a bigger man. He's like pretty stocky. He's kind of got a big pot belly. He's wearing like a gesture outfit.
So he like stands up from the ground. He's like taller than Mossbeard.
Yeah, he's huge. He's very imposing.
No.
The monkey kind of jumps off the shelf and like gets down on his shoulder, and he's like, there, Piccolo, it's okay."
Pickle.
Oh.
So, he kind of shows you around to these different things. He's taking you to these different toys. The toys that he's showing you is, one, there is a headless doll that comes with a sack of attachable heads. Isn't that great? You can put any gesture you want on them. And as he's like going through the different heads, there's a happy clown face. There's a woman. There's a person that has their eyes and mouth shut. There's a person that's very joyous and happy.
And these are toy heads.
Yes.
Yes.
For 9 copper pieces, this could be yours for your good young boy or girl. Next on our docket is a miniature gallows, complete with trapdoor and weighted hanged man. 9 copper pieces, it can be yours. What's more
Oscar
fun
looks
than
at
seeing a
Roland.
dead man in the gallows?
I could think of a few things. Wait. Oh crap, Roland.
Yes.
Kenku has all my money. Wait, where is Kenku?
Where is Kinku?
She's pretty much stuck to Roland because after that poison dart, she's not feeling hot. So she's like, "Yep, I'm gonna use him as a sneaky device where she can hide behind him."
So as you're
Kinko,
whispering to Roland, you get jerked. Like he's like, no time to talk. Here we go. There is a set of wooden nesting dolls. The smaller each one gets, the older it gets, until the innermost doll is a mummified corpse. Isn't that sweet? Benjamin Button style. That's what I like to call it anyway.
That is morbid as hell. Do you have any I don't know. Do you have any like bongos or something, instruments?
I do.
Instrumental
I have
toys.
a wind-up musical merry-go-round. Would that sound good?
Oh yeah, that sounds perfect.
It's got figures of snarling wolves chasing children in a place of prancing horses.
Son of a bitch.
How old is this child? Would they be interested in a wooden string mobile to hang above their crib with bats and that have flapping wings? It's very, very precise. Like no other toy maker can make such things. You know what they say? If it's no fun, it's no Belansky.
Moss Spirit, thanks for a minute. He's not exactly that knowledged on human children, so Roland. How old would you say they were? Like 5? Maybe 7? D?
I mean, they seem a little morbid for me. I don't know if I would necessarily give these to children.
And he goes, "Oh, I have just the thing to bring up the spirits." And he kind of reaches in a box and shuffles through some things, and he pulls out a ventriloquist puppet, and he goes, "Oh, I'm the devil. I hate everyone." It is a ventriloquist dummy that looks like Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh.
It's a very good price. It's only 9 copper pieces.
But wait, how do you have this? We're not supposed to have things like that, right? That infomercial or whatever it was.
On the Strahd's little puppet has a name tag and it says, "I'm the devil." It does not say Strahd anywhere on it.
Oh, well, I guess that's
Wasn't it part of the rules to not have anything devil related in town?
You are not allowed to speak his
to say his
name.
name.
What? Give me a perception check if you guys are like looking around at all his wares.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it was almost a natural 20, darn it.
20. What is this?
14.
I also got
21.
What'd you get, Roland?
14.
Okay, so all of you all notice this. Sitting on a shelf is a doll of a female. She's got red flowing hair, and she is wearing a very nice, like, half plate looking thing, and she's got like a sword, and it's kind of like a marionette puppet. But, I don't know if you guys can put this together, but, you know, Kinku, you do. It looks exactly like Irina, like spitting image.
She sees that and like quickly like taps Roland and points at it.
Oh, well, that's
Arena.
interesting.
But this does not have a price tag on it.
Um, how much is this one?
I'm sorry, sirs. This one's not for sale. It's for the Burgermeister's son.
Ah, the custom order.
I normally wouldn't turn down anyone's trying to buy or bring happiness to a child, but like I said, this is a custom order, and I must fulfill.
Well, do you need any help getting this tiger back to its hold? And do you happen to know where the master of the cart is?
Oh, well, he's at the Blue Water Inn right now. His show normally starts a little later whenever everybody's getting a little rambunctious, ready for the party. I'm assuming you all are here for the greatest celebration of the year, the Festival of the Blazing Sun, am I right? I haven't seen you all around, so I know you all are travelers.
That sounds wonderful, actually.
So, speaking of this little event, is it just tonight? Does it go on for more days than today?
Oh, I guess you all are really new here. The festival's not until 3 days from now, but we're really working steadily to try to get all the decorations ready and everything good to go for the festival.
And how long has this event gone on? I couldn't help but notice there were some older banners and posters around.
Oh, you really are new. We have a festival once a week so that we could stare the devil himself in the face and laugh at him saying, "Ha ha ha, there's nothing here that you can do because we are so defiant and joyful. We love it here in Vallaki."
Right then.
That's how we keep the devil at bay, you know.
There you go. All right, and then what's up with the stockade full of horse heads?
Oh, don't speak ill will about these horse-headed people. They had this coming to them. They did not, think that what we are doing each and every week to make sure that Vallaki is a safe place was the right and true thing to do. Obviously, the Burgermeister himself has come up with this idea, and as far as I know, I'm pretty sure 100 years of goodwill of not seeing the devil here bodes for a good bit of confidence, don't you think?
I mean, it's hard to go against a hot streak.
And looks can be deceiving after all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't let me break the banter, but I'm sure you have 2 children that I'm pretty sure I heard 2 that are looking for some joy in their life. Did any of these fancy your taste?
Say I'm looking more at the merry-go-round.
Oh,
And the kids. That sounds like a good one.
Piccolo, please bag it and tag it. And you see the monkey kind of like jump off his shoulder and go grab it off the shelf and run over, and it puts it in the bag and wraps it up for you real nice and tight, and it actually ties a nice little bow over top of the package and gives it back to you.
Why, thank you.
Isn't he fascinating? I just got him.
But
Where from?
Oh, Rictavio himself gave him to me. He said I was doing such a good job watching his wagon for him. I guess I didn't do a very good job today, but, what he doesn't know won't hurt him.
did you have anybody watching the wagon?
Well, I've been watching the wagon for a couple days, and I thought to myself, nothing's happened yet, so what could go wrong? I guess something went wrong today. But you have to learn from your mistakes.
True. All right. Thank you very much for the item, sir. We're going to be making our way on. Hopefully the children enjoy your wonderful contraption here.
And remember, if it's no fun, it's no Belansky.
Right.
While he's distracted with Mossbeard, she's gonna try and swipe the doll that looks like Arena.
Ooh. Okay,
Use that
give me a
inspiration, my
sleight of
friend.
hand check.
Figures 15.
Use the
15.
inspiration.
Oh yeah, the inspiration. Can I use that?
You can.
And what does the inspiration give me?
You
another
get
D20
advantage on the roll.
Yeah, 15.
Shit.
Okay, well, let me look in my excess amount of books to see what his stats are. He does not see you take it. So he bids you all goodwill. He's like, "I'll bring the tiger back. Don't worry. Good day, sirs. Good day." And he's waving a He pulls out a handkerchief out of his shirt, and he just keeps pulling it out. And he's like, "Oh!"
That guy terrifies me. I don't know why, but
I will. Yeah, I'll say thank you, and we will make our way out.
he puts me on edge. Kinku, you don't look great, by the way. Mossbeard puts a hand on Kinku's shoulder and gives some healing. Cast
How much healing?
Cure wounds on you for 7 hit points.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing. So back at the cart, what would you guys like to do?
All right, Arena, we found out where Victavio is and where his show happens. It's going to be at the Blue... Oh, crap. Something Blue Inn.
The Blue Water Inn.
The cart with the window open, can we look inside it?
Yeah, because the whole door's open.
Just kind of left that up.
All right.
What does it look like inside?
I just sent you a picture of Mr. Belansky and Piccolo. Just try not to look at all the details. Okay.
Monkey.
So, inside of this cart is... Doop. All right. Give me a investigation check, Mr. Kinku.
Mrs. Kinku.
Mrs. Kinku, sorry.
17.
17. Okay. Sure. So there are a couple torn up remnants of a dog. I'm not a dog, a doll. I don't know why I said dog.
Say, Jesus, I got dark.
Yeah, it's a doll. The doll was once dressed like a Vistani. It was like a Vistani effigy, but it is torn to fucking shreds. Stitched into that into its tethered pants is a slogan. It says, "Is no fun, is no Belansky."
Mm-hmm. Was it? Can we see what the doll looks like at all? Aside from it's been torn to shreds.
It just looks like so you've seen the Vistani, and they dressed very specific compared to everybody else in Barovia. And you can just tell you've seen a dog toy that's been chewed to shit. That's what it kind of looks like.
Ah.
And So, but once you get inside the wagon and you start looking around, you see there is a mounted stuffed head of a werewolf.
Oh, God.
And a snarling stuffed head of a vampire. It looks more like a vampire spawn. And then you can see in the back, like, there was like a hidden panel door, and you bust it open because you rolled pretty good. And you find 50 iridium pieces bearing Strahd's profile, and 6 gemstones worth 100 gold piece. So that's 600 gold. There's a small prayer book that's worth 50 gold pieces with a green leather cover and a indescribable notes in the margins. So, like, you can't really figure out what the fuck he was writing, but it's in there. There's a healer's kit inside. There are 3 wooden holy symbols inlaid with silver and in the shape of a sunburst. They're worth 50 gold pieces each.
Okay.
There is a silvered short sword. There's a hand crossbow inlaid with mother of pearl, and it's worth 250 gold pieces. There's a bundle of 20 silver-tipped crossbow bolts, and a worn leather case with gold buckles worth 100 gold pieces, containing 3 sharpened wood stakes, a sack of garlic, a jar of salt, a box of holy wafers, 6 vials of holy water, a polished steel mirror, and a bone scroll tube with silver stopper and chain, which is worth 25 gold pieces.
Are you stealing all of that?
If you open up this tube, it contains a spell scroll of protection from fiends and a spell scroll of protection from undead.
So there's 2 spell scrolls?
Yes, there are 2 spell scrolls in here.
Protection from fiends, and what was the other one?
Undead. And then you find this, like, weird hilt of a sword.
Weird hilt of a sword.
Mm-hmm. But whenever you grab it, it, like, shoots light, like, forth into, like, the shape of a sword. And it's, like, really blinding.
Light sword.
Good sir, what you have found is the sun sword.
Oh boy.
It's okay. It's apparently you just wind up the toy and it spins.
So, Ben, are you ready for the statistics of the sun sword?
Yeah.
Okay, the sun sword is a unique blade, once possessed by Strahd's brother, Sergei von Zorovich. In its original form, it had platinum hilt and guard, and a thin crystal blade as strong as steel. But Strahd employed a powerful wizard named Kazan to destroy the weapon after Sergei's death. The first part of the process required the hilt and the blade to be separated, which Kazan accomplished. While Kazan was busy himself destroying the blade, his apprentice stole the hilt and fled. Kazan later located his apprentice's mutilated corpse in the Slavic woods, but the hilt was nowhere to be found. To avoid the vampire's wrath, Kazan told Strahd that the entire weapon had been destroyed. The hilt, which is known that it can never be reunited with its original crystal blade, it, however, has gained the power of the Sunblade. So basically, the Sun Sword is a chaotic good weapon with a intelligence of 11, a wisdom of 17, and a charisma of 16. It's sentient. It's sentient. This sword is sentient.
It's a sentient blade.
Yes, and it has an intelligence of 11, a wisdom of 17, and a charisma of 16.
Int 11, wisdom 16.
17, not 16. Charisma 16.
Lord.
It has hearing and normal vision out to a range of 60 feet. The weapon communicates by transmitting emotions to the creature carrying it or wielding it. And this sword is light as shit. Like, since there's no blade on it, it's super light.
Okay.
Okay, so the Sun Sword's special purpose is to destroy Strahd. Not so much because it wants to free the land of Barovia from evil, but because it wants revenge for the loss of its crystal blade. The weapon secretly fears its own destruction.
Okay, so I'm imagining she has it in her hand. Is it trying to convey any emotions, I'm assuming?
Confusion.
She's also confused.
Let me look and see if I can actually find the statistics of this weapon. Because it's an actual magical weapon, the Sun Sword.
Roland, I think we lost Kinku again.
I mean, it's a shallow cart. There's not that many places to hide in there, right?
She went back to the cart?
I'm sorry, I thought we were looting the cart.
Oh, I thought just Kinku was looting the cart. Are you jumping in on that?
Kinga went in and looked around and ended up finding something a little more than I expected.
So,
Yeah, Mossbeard's just been
Kinku,
entertaining
this
the-
sword has the properties of a short sword or a long sword. If you are proficient with either, you are proficient with this. You gain a +2 bonus to attacks and damage rolls made with this weapon. It deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. So when you hit it, you're gonna roll like whatever you were using. Like if you were using a short sword, it would be short sword damage. But if you can wield a long sword, it will do long sword damage.
Okay.
If you hit an undead,
the target takes an extra D8 of radiant damage. So it emits bright light in 15-foot radius and dim light in additional 15 feet. So 30 feet you get light. The light is sunlight. While the blade persists, you can use an action to expand the radius or reduce it, like depending on how you want it. You can reduce it to 5 feet or you can do it to a maximum of 30 feet.
Okay.
Kinku just pulling the
But yeah,
lightsaber.
that's the what it does.
Okay. So Kinko stuffs all this in her bag. Grabs the mutilated doll and returns to the other two and goes, Von Richten, maybe? And then she brings out the doll that she stole from what's-his-face. Go, suspicious.
Well, hey, that's the arena doll, right? Or is that the arena doll you're pulling out?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize the shop owner gave it to you.
Yes. Gave.
Oh, that's handy. But yeah, we should go find that person, von Richtenstein. He might be at the that inn. He's also putting on a show later, I think. So,
Speaking of, let's not discuss all this out here in the middle of the street with so many people around.
and of course, we need to park our cart anyway and short up a couple of rooms. I'm feeling mighty tired, not gonna lie. It's been a long day. That's it.
So let's see here. It was a 6-mile trek or a 6-hour trek from Barovia to Vallaki.
Mhm.
And you all left at 5. So 5,
Be about-
that would have left y'all at 11. But you spent about an hour or so at the windmill.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna say it's probably about 1 o'clock.
Yeah, Mossbeard still wants to get a room and have a drink and relax because he's stuck it out and needs a bit of recuperation.
All right. Well, as you guys move farther into the city, you're taking in the sights. Basically, everybody seems like they're just so fucking busy, and they all have smiles on their faces every time you walk by. They're all like, "Hey," you know. But they're just focused on what they're doing. If that makes sense. Like they're really intensely laboring over putting up new signs, putting up this, doing all that type of deal.
I don't like this.
But go ahead.
I don't like this town. It's creeping me out.
Is Arena still with us?
Yes, she's in the cart.
Gonna give the arena.
But you guys will you guys make your way into the deeper part of town, which would be considered like N2.
Uh-huh.
And you finally see the Blue Water Inn.
Does it look like it has a stable sort of place we can put the horse? The donkey and cart.
Oh yeah, this place is pretty big. It's very sizable. There are hustle and bustle, people going in and out.
All right. How many rooms are we wanting?
We can probably do 2 for safety.
All right. Kinku can stay with Arena and the children, and you and I can stay in the other room.
I thought we were leaving them at.
Oh yeah, that old lady's place.
There's something with a J, right?
Juliet. Yes, Juliet. Which she would be located at. Well, we can ask the innkeeper, and he can point us in the right direction. Anyway, I need a stiff drink. The kids get juice. Hey, yeah, Mossbeard's gonna hop off the donkey and head in to go and discuss rooms with the innkeeper.
Okay. Trying to see what the innkeeper's name is.
Jack.
Oh, all right. Hi, everybody.
Oh, gosh.
How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a great day. Are you all ready for the Festival of the Blazing Sun?
Yeah, that sounds great. We're looking for a couple of rooms.
A couple of rooms? You all are in luck. I have the perfect room for you, and you. And he just kind of like points around. My name is Erwin, and I would love to be your host today.
We also have a horse and not a horse, a donkey and a cart.
That would be no problem. I can take care of that and any other needs you all have.
Could use a drink.
Irina comes up and she's like, all of this will be on me, and thank you all. And she kind of like starts paying for like the rooms and the donkeys and stuff. And he goes, "Oh, good sir, I heard you are interested in a drink. We have several fine wines. Unfortunately, our wine stock is getting kind of low due to the massive festivals. But hey, whatever we have to do to keep Strahd away. I mean, the devil." And he kind of like looks around, looks left and right, kind of scared.
Mossbeard also looks around to just see if this dude just gets decapitated immediately. Just an axe flies through the room and just decapitates him.
Wasn't it stated that Von Richten was going to do something here?
Richter's... Shit, man, I can't remember that other name for the life of me.
Von Richten.
No, not that name, the carnival name that he has.
The Rictavios!
Yes. Rictavio is, he doing a show in here.
Oh, you're talking about Mr. Rictavio. Yes, he has the finest room in the house. But he is not in right now. He is staying here, but I know he does his nightly shows for the people of Lucky. How great is that?
Can't wait to see him.
You know, I heard he has a tiger.
You don't say.
So, if you all are interested in a bed, beds for the night are going to be one iridium.
Mhm.
We have fresh, hot beef soup, or you could have some fresh bread. We also have fish, depending on what you're interested in. I know my good dwarf friend here asked about different types of beverages. We have some purple grape mash, number 3, or we have our number 4 red wine. We have one of my personal favorites, a pint of the superior Red Dragon Crush wine. It's so good.
These aren't
Would you all
actual-
like any of these? They're all my personal blend.
These aren't actual names, are they?
They are.
Oh lord. I guess I'll take the grape mash. Roland, you want anything?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna do water.
Genku?
Only water,
No.
sir. Is my famous superior Red Dragon Crush not up to standards? I'm sorry if I've offended you in any way.
I just want water, but thank you.
He kind of like bites his lip and okay, we're all happy here. We have to make everyone happy.
I'll feed him a fake smile.
So Irina forks up the, gold and iridium and everything that they need for everything. Well, I hope you all have a good stay. Did anyone want anything to eat? Like, I almost forgot. Today we have our special, cooked wolf steaks.
I'll just take the stew.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure you knew that the wolf steaks were fresh. They came from the festival last week, so everything is up on the up and up.
That doesn't sound like on the up and up. Especially after we fought werewolves. I don't need to...
Kinku kind of tugs on Roland, trying to get his attention without the bartender or whatever his name paying attention to her.
What's up?
Figure out where finest room is? Kinku's suspicious.
You have robbed this carny of everything.
The cart's winner, so I'm gonna say that's a win.
Where is the finest room at, good sir?
Well, unfortunately, I told you that the finest room has been taken, but it's at the top of the stairs. But your all's room will be, you go up to the top of the stairs, make a left, continue down, and there will be your rooms right next to the finest room in the house.
Sounds wonderful. Mossbeard grabs whatever belongings he has and says, I'm going to go ahead and get set up on the room and I'll be back down. And he's going to head up to one of the rooms.
Well, as you head up to one of the rooms... Oh, go ahead, Kinku.
Kinku's going to follow.
Well, as you all head up to the rooms, I think that we are going to stop here for the night. You all have made it to the Blue Water Inn!
Woo!
Oh, God. This is the worst time to play a character who doesn't talk much and it can't talk too well.
Kinku, just remember, smile.
She's got a beak. Explain that.
So I want to thank everybody for joining us for another exciting episode of Ready Set Roll Barovia. We are pushing the Barovia books, and if you haven't got one, you should get one. You can play along with us. Anyway, I like to get quick testimonials. Ben.
Purple dude sus. We should eject him.
He's sus. So sus.
Lord.
Brennan.
I like that we've gone full circle from horror, creepy, mystery to just creepy and mystery, because it's like, why is everyone happy and jovial incessantly? That almost makes it worse.
It's a ruse.
You could do an insight check to find out. Maybe we can find out next time. A man who is not so sus, Daniel.
We just robbed a dude of a very important item, I'm sure.
Oh, he's probably dead. Chill.
Well, at least we made confirmations that this guy is potentially the greatest hunter in Barovia.
Not anymore. It's my sword.
Well, on that note, we are going to leave you guys. Until next time on our Side Shot Barovia, I bid you good day.
Goodbye.